Hey Nook Nation, welcome to a brand new episode of Coffee with Chinooks. We are back here with Manager of Baseball Operations, Jon Cain. Jon, welcome back to the car.
Thanks, Eric. It's a great cup of coffee.
All right, last week we kind of got to know Jon, all of his likes and hobbies, and just learned a lot more about Jon. This week we're going to kind of dive into his history with the Chinooks. How did it come to be that you joined the Chinooks back in 2012?
Well, that was that first year. I related last time that I coached basketball at Concordia. Dean Renicky approached me, asking me if I wanted some seasonal work during the summer. And as Chinook fans know, we have golf carts that shuttle folks to the ballpark. I was one of the first shuttle drivers and was helping out during that first season, shuttling fans to the ballpark. Really enjoyed it. And second year, a young man who was in the position that I fill now decided to leave right before the season, and Dean knew that I had time on my hands and had a background in sports that he thought would be helpful, and asked me to come on in a more extensive role, and I did that, not knowing what I was getting into, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
You've been here ever since?
Ever since, yeah.
We really threw you to the wolves the first year. It was like 3 or 4 days before opening day.
Yeah, and it was a little crazy, but you know, good people, not just on the staff, but also the fans, the players, make it a lot of fun too. So,
do you have a favorite moment on or off the field over the past 7 seasons?
Well, obviously the championship, that moment was just incredible. And we've had so many, you know, walk-off moments or long extended games or seeing umpires disappear into the fog. You know, a lot of moments, you know, you come away from the ballpark every night with something special. But that championship moment, you know, in any sport, you know, that's just the ultimate. You know, off the field, you know, I've had a lot of good conversations with young men on our team, just down in the clubhouse and locker room. And I'll cherish those because I've gotten to know some really good young men, and anxious to follow them in their careers and just in life in general.
Outside of the championship game, most memorable game?
Most memorable game? Well, you know, again, I'll go back to that marathon game with Madison.
21 innings.
21 innings, had to finish it the next day. None of us knew what was going on. You know, we had kind of cold rain. There was nobody left in the ballpark other than a couple of diehards and the intern crew. It was kind of one of those moments where, you know, all of us knew we were doing something or experiencing something rare. And, you know, it was kind of a fun moment. You know, there was nothing to do but watch two teams just, it was kind of futility, honestly.
No music, no PA.
Nothing. Just, just playing, and neither team was scoring. So it was kind of a unique moment.
Do you have a favorite player from the past 7 years?
You know, you've asked me that before, and I have a hard time with that because, again, I get to know the guys, you know, even before they come to us. So you start to get a sense for who some of these guys are. You know, there are some that are very serious about what they're doing, and I've enjoyed those guys. There's others that are lighthearted, and some that are just really talented and fun to watch. So there's so many. You know, obviously last year having a guy like Jack Dunn on the team for a second year, you know, he becomes like family. You know, so, but there's a number of them that I could go down the list, you know, that I've gotten to know really well.
Any predictions on what Chinook we might see in the pros next year?
You know, I'm not sure, you know, if we'll see anybody quite yet. You know, I think Alex Young from the first year is another one of our pitchers who, you know, he's gotten like 200 innings each of the last couple of years in Double-A, and you know, he seems like he's on the verge.
Top 4 prospect for the Diamondbacks. Yeah,
you know, somebody like that. You know, people around here might forget about him a little bit, but he is kind of hanging out there and could be, you know, having that opportunity soon. You know. There's others, but, you know, we thought some guys were going to make a jump this year, but baseball kind of comes and goes. And some of these guys look like they're ready, and you know, so I don't want to jinx anybody. You know, we'll just be happy for the next one that does make it.
Do you have a favorite promotion or giveaway?
You know, I said it the other day at the rummage sale. The Beerstein we did, I think, is a really cool item. Usiners, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a ceramic mug. That thing sits on my desk, and even if I don't drink anything out of it, it's gonna serve as a pen holder, and it's very useful. Umbrella was a good one too, because those umbrellas, you never know what you're going to get. But the ones we had, I think, have been
the first one,
the blue and black one, which I still see every once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, what about favorite between any promotion?
Well, yeah, we go back and forth on Dizzy Bat, and I know it's overdone. I know that, but there have been some really funny moments with the Dizzy Bat.
Yeah.
And of course the bubble ball when we had our interns a couple years ago who were kind of athletic.
Yeah.
That produced some pretty spectacular
lineman versus lineman.
Yeah, there were some good ones that were fun.
On game nights, what is your favorite concession item?
Like I said, cheese curds are always big. I've always been a fan of the jalapeno cheddar brand as well.
Using your famous sauce.
Exactly, and those there's certain nights where that just kind of hits the spot.
Yes. If you were to convince Rob in concession hospitality to add one item, what would it be?
To add one item, again, if you're talking about just what kind of good food to have, and we're not worried about cost, I think there's still a lot that can be done with pulled pork.
Yeah.
I love your creations. I love it when we get
combined. You gotta do something.
You got it.
Yeah.
You talk about TV. I love the Food Network shows and Man versus Food. I love those kind of things to try the different combinations.
Maybe we need a food show next year on the
that's not a bad idea.
All right.
Or a little competition.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can do it during rain delays.
There you go.
All right. Look for that show next year. Okay. And then finally, coolest person that you've met over your years through the Chinooks.
The coolest person. There's people that I knew before the Chinooks. I think Dean Renick is cool. Sorry, folks, but Dean and I have been friends for a long time, so he's a pretty cool guy. But Robin Yount by far. Again, I had a chance as a college student to watch the '82 championship series, the final game, and now I've had a chance to talk to Robin about that.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than sitting at a bar or pizza place with Robin Yount and having him tell you, his recollections of those moments that, as a college kid, as a fan,
I think over the years we take it for granted. Like,
absolutely,
it's surreal the first time you meet him, but now when he comes around,
But what is so cool is Robin really is a regular guy.
Yes,
and I would assume that's why he's so beloved, in this area. I remember when he was considered to be kind of aloof and didn't talk to the media and things like that. And nobody really knew, but now when you see him, you understand he's a very humble person.
Yes.
And like I say, he's just a regular guy. And it's one of the neatest parts of being involved with the Chinooks is to have had that association. Travis Acree is pretty cool too, our head coach.
Yes. Yeah, we look forward to him coming back to the area this summer. And this summer, speaking of Robin Yount, will be Summer of 19 presented by Port Washington State Bank. That's going to kind of wrap up our time with Jon here. Jon, thanks for taking a stroll with us, and hope you enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thanks for keeping me safe.
Yeah.
And
no accidents yet on this show.
I like that. It's a rainy day, too. So.
Yeah, slippery road.
And coffee's good, too.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on Coffee with Chinooks on the Chinooks Social Network.